friendships, tag team battle, anniversary DLC characters, and more are all planned for Mortal Kombat 1, but according to an industry insider, it could all get cancelled. Just when Mortal Kombat 1 is finally getting its groove back, we get crushing news like this. The future of this game is looking bleak, and we have to talk about it, because covering Mortal Kombat news means reporting on the good and the bad. So while I prefer talking about the good stuff, I gotta cover the negative stuff as well. But keep in mind, this video will have positive news as well, because I can't stand being overly negative. Another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It helps my channel out a ton. And without any further ado, let's begin after a quick word from today's sponsor, me! That's right, my channel finally has memberships, which means you get access to exclusive emotes and badges. But then most important of all, you get exclusive content. We're talking videos that nobody else gets to see. And they're gonna be so much fun. We're talking mod reviews of the naughty stuff that YouTube normally does not let me cover, and then playing ranked matches without having to edit or cut any of the content, because YouTube can't slap me with the yellow icon when it's an exclusive video, it's private. So put simply, it's still going to be fighting game related content, but all the stuff that YouTube would normally not let me do without taking away the green icon. And on top of that, channel members also get pushed to the top of the comment section, so your voice is kind of louder than everybody else's. Your comment gets seen first. But of course, keep in mind that channel memberships are completely optional. No regular content is going to be taken away from the channel. It's all still going to be here. I just wanted a way to cover fun topics that YouTube normally does not like, and also be a bit more free from the YouTube algorithm too. So yeah, consider becoming a member today, and let's get back into the main video. Woo! Starting off with the future of Mortal Kombat 1. Like mentioned earlier, at the very start of this video, some news came out that is very far from favorable. Definitely a negative topic to be sure, but we gotta cover it because the person revealing this news is a famous insider. In fact, many of you watching might already know who this person is, but even so, I'm going to keep their name hidden just because, you know, they're an insider. So before I talk about what this verified insider said, I want to set the groundwork a bit and catch you up to speed. When Mortal Kombat 1 first came out and the revenue was all rolling in, people got really excited because despite what some people will tell you, Mortal Kombat 1 did very well financially, and as a result, there's DLC planned way into the future. The story mode expansion is pretty much guaranteed to happen. The Kombat Pack 2 also pretty much guaranteed to happen, which is already a lot of content. To be sure, it's fantastic news, but then on top of that, the developers were still planning content long after that, because once again, Mortal Kombat 1 was doing so well. Financially, it's succeeding. However, here's where the bad news comes in. Mortal Kombat 1 does not exist in a bubble. The people that fund this game also have that money tied into other projects, and as a result, if those other projects underperform, that can actually have a ripple effect which can impact other projects in a negative way and essentially sabotage their future, and that's what's happening here. Okay, so with all that explained, here's the actual thread that was on Reddit. Once again, these names have been hidden because they are technically like secret people. Hey blank, you mentioned a few months back that talks for additional DLC beyond Kombat Pack 2 are underway. Any updates on that to share? And then this person responds, most likely not happening at this point with the state that WB is in. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it might not even be Mortal Kombat 1 to blame. Instead, it's other projects that are underperforming that are all funded by the same people. Or to put it a different way, there's been big games by WB that flopped super hard, like the Sushi Squad. There's also been movies by WB that have flopped really hard. Velma Season 2 is here also, right? That's gonna flop too, let's be honest. So when all these different projects end up failing, it's very likely that WB is going to hold off on things for a little bit and possibly cancel things that were already in talks. Not things that are already being made, like Kombat Pack 2 and the story mode expansion. That stuff's already very likely going to happen, but everything after that was just in the talking phase, like not even concept art yet, just people talking, that might get canceled, which is definitely not good news. However, keep in mind, this is just speculation. Even though the person saying this is verified, it's still not guaranteed to happen, and I try to remain positive, you all know that, so fingers crossed the WB looks at Mortal Kombat 1's success and says, why would we cancel those projects? This game is like printing money, it does well every single time. Whether it's a new skin or a new character, the season pass, right, the game is making money, so why cancel those projects when it's guaranteed to be successful? I mean, if I worked at WB, that's definitely what I would do, so yeah, anything could happen. Although it's definitely not good for a verified insider to sound this negative, right? According to them, it's most likely going to get canceled, so that's not good to hear, but I'm gonna choose to remain positive. So with that in mind, here's some good news. The story mode expansion is also going to give us DLC characters. It's not just more story mode to have fun with, which is already great, we're also going to get more DLC characters and some DLC cameos too. Don't forget, the face model for Harumi pretty much already spilled the beans that she's going to be a cameo fighter, and I would not be surprised if she's a cameo DLC for the story mode expansion, which some fans are calling Mortal Kombat 1 Aftermath. And then on top of that, while I don't like covering leaks on this channel, at least not guaranteed set in stone leaks, I will say this, if you want to do some digging online, then you're very likely to find that your favorite characters are going to be in Kombat Pack 2. Some of these characters are very popular in the Mortal Kombat community. Whether it's the story mode expansion or Kombat Pack 2, these characters are pretty much confirmed to be in the game, and yeah, fans like them a lot. Or in other words, the game is still getting a lot of content. Do I want a Kombat Pack 3? Yes, that would be awesome. But at the same time, having 3 sets of DLC characters sounds pretty good too. In fact, it's similar to Mortal Kombat 11, right? We got the first Kombat Pack, we got Aftermath, which had DLC characters, and then finally we had Kombat Pack 2, which was more like Kombat Pack 3 because it's 3 sets of characters. All of you watching already know that I love Mortal Kombat 1's gameplay, I'm a big fan of the characters, so I can't wait for Kombat Pack 2, I'm so excited. I'm also very eager for the story mode expansion. Would I love even more content after that? Of course I would, and it's a shame that other projects failing or underperforming could be responsible for my favorite Mortal Kombat game not getting more content. That definitely does suck, but it is what it is. But okay, unfortunately, I'm not done hitting you with the bad news, because next up we have a tweet from the Finny, fantastic individual on Twitter, your #1 data miner and source for all awesome things Mortal Kombat. So let's go ahead and have a read. It's been a while, so I will just tweet it all at this point. These could be scrapped content or leftovers, but they've been there since day one, and I want to spill the beans. It's also worth noting that Blank has said that plans for Mortal Kombat 1 have been cut short, so there's a high chance that these will never make it in. These are scheduled for the year 1 anniversary and the 2-year anniversary updates. Friendship is in the files. Easy Friendship Token is in the files. Tag Fatality is in the files. Cameo Fatality is internally called Stage Fatality, but the Stage Fatality has its own inputs, which is referred to as a Tag Fatality. Can be triggered when your tag partner is not a cameo. Easy Friendship Input, Block +1, so that's square on PlayStation and X on the Xbox. Alright, on the one hand, I'm very excited this stuff is found in the files because it could mean we do get this content. It's already in the game, at least in text format. However, like the Finny himself said, Mortal Kombat 1 plans have been cut a bit short, so maybe this stuff won't make it into the game. So depending on how you see things, you're a glass half empty or glass half full kind of person, this could be positive or negative news depending on your outlook. Having Friendship in the files does make sense because Mercy has also been found in the files too, and Easy Friendship Token is just more proof that NetherRealm definitely does want to have friendships added to the game. And then you have the Tag Fatality. I think this is the least likely to happen. A Cameo Fatality definitely does make sense, and Stage Fatality also makes sense as well. But what I find the most interesting is the Stage Fatality cannot be done with a cameo. It has to be with a tag partner, or in other words, 2 fully playable characters, so just keep that in mind. NetherRealm definitely did plan for a full tag team mode at some point, not just because you can already do it with mods, the coding is already there, but also because certain finishers only work in the tag team mode. I just find that really interesting. When it comes to this news in particular, I'm actually a bit more positive, mainly because it's been in the files since day one, which is different from the content we talked about earlier, right? Everything after Kombat Pack 2 was still in the planning phase. I don't think they were actually making it yet, whereas this stuff is already in the game, it has coding, it's got legs, it's already been planned since day one. So even though it is possible that NetherRealm and WB could drop all of this, that definitely could happen, I choose to remain optimistic because they're already working on it. It's already partially there, so why not finish it? I also saw one really cool idea in the comments section, which was for the friendships to not even be on the opponent's character, but instead between you and your cameo partner. So for example, instead of building a snowman for the opponent, you and your cameo partner build the snowman together. I love the idea of that. The friendship is now a literal friendship between you and your cameo partner, not you and the opponent. That sounds very unique and interesting, taking a cool spin on the classic friendship finisher that Mortal Kombat is famous for. But as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How do you feel about all this news? Are you positive? Are you skeptical? Are you negative? Let me know, because like I keep saying in all my videos, I truly do read each and every comment, so grab that keyboard and make your voices heard. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton, and then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.